Good day, my dear students. For today's video, we're going to talk about simple and compound interest. At the end of this discussion, you're expected to distinguish between simple and compound interest. So actually, this is the start of the second quarter, and under the second quarter, we have two major topics. The first topic po is all about the mathematics of investment, and the other po is the mathematical logic. Under the mathematics of investment, we have these two, the simple and compound interest. Also, we're going to find for the value of their maturity value, or also known as the future value, the rate, the time, and the compounding periods for the compound interest. And also, we're going to have annuities, ordinary annuity, annuity due, deferred annuities, and also the difference between stocks and bonds, and also consumer loans, amortization, and mortgages. Under mathematical logic, we're going to have the truth values, tautology, contradiction, the laws of inferences or rules of inferences, and also po the validity of the argument. For the mathematical logic po, I'm planning to have it on the last 3 weeks of this quarter. So actually, I've told you that I will not give anything during this long weekend in order for you to have your rest po, real rest. However, there were a lot of students messaging me about the topic that we're going to have for the quarter two in order for them to have their advanced study. So for the benefit of those students who want to get back up on the second quarter, I'm preparing this video for your benefit. So ano nga po ba ang pinagkaiba ng simple interest at compound interest? So by definition, simple interest, it is when the interest charged only on the loan amount or the principal. Pag sinabi naman po natin compound interest, when the interest due at the end of a certain period is added to the principal and the sum earns interest for the next period. So basically, my dear students, under compound interest, si interest niya po nag-earn din ng interest. So we have the formula for that. Future value of the compound interest is equal to the principal times 1 plus r over n. And po is our compounding period raised to compounding period times the time. So under simple interest naman po, si interest nagigain lang siya because of the principal alone and nothing else, okay? So dito po, sa simple interest, ang kumikita lang yung pera nyong meron na. Pero dito sa compound interest, si pera nyong unang ininvest nyo, mag-earn siya ng interest. At yung interest din, kasama nung na-earn ng principal nyo, is mag-earn din ng interest. And simple interest has the future value of f, or the future value is equal to principal times 1 plus the rate times the time. So in order for me to better illustrate the difference of the two, let's have this example. So for example, suppose Juan de la Cruz has 10,000 pesos and he plans to invest it for 5 years. Bank A offers 5% simple interest rate per year, while Bank B offers 5% compounded annually. If you are Juan de la Cruz, which will you choose? Is it Bank A or Bank B? So to illustrate po, ito po yung ma-earn na interest ni Bank A. For the principal of 10,000 and the rate of 5%, our solution using po our formula PRT, interest is equal to PRT. So RP po is the 10,000 times the rate 5% in terms of decimal, that is 0.05 times 1 for the first year. So our answer for that is 500. Ibig sabihin, ito po yung simple interest na nag-gain ni 10,000 pesos. So after 1 year, yung 10,000 niya po plus 500, that will give us 10,500. Ngayon po, another 10,000 pa rin po yung ininvest niya and another 5% of that. Still, that will give us 1,000 pesos. So for the second year, si dating 500 naging 1,000 na. So that will give us the maturity value of 11,000 pesos. Ngayon po, another, for the third year naman po, 10,000 ulit because that is our principal with the same interest. But this time for the third year, that will give us 1,500. So pag kinalculator po natin, 10,000 times 0.05 times 3 for the third year, that will give us 1,500, and that will give us the maturity value of 11,500. So for the fourth year po, we have 10,000 again, interest rate of 5%. That will give us, for the fourth year, we have 2,000 pesos. So ibig sabihin po, pag kapag naka-4 na years na po si Juan de la Cruz, ang amount niya na po, yung dating 10,000 naging 12,000 pesos. Ngayon po, for the 5th year, mag-earn po uli siya ng another 500, which will give us a total of 12,500. So as you can see, si dating 10,000 pesos kumita ng 2,500, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng total amount or the maturity value or also known as the future value of 12,500. Ngayon, tignan naman po natin si Bank B. Si Bank B naman po, still, we have 10,000 pesos as our interest, pero nakalagay po kasi diba dito sa situation, offers 5% compounded annually. Ibig sabihin po, si 5% po natin, katulad po ni simple interest, sa unang year ay magkakaroon ng 500 pesos. So that will give us 10,500. However, hindi po katulad ni simple interest na si principal lang po ang kumikita. Ngayon po, maski po si 500 pesos, kikita rin ng interest kasi kasama na po siya sa maiinteresan. So we have, kung dun po sa simple interest, ang inilalagay po natin dito consistently 10,000 pesos, dito po sa compound interest, mababago po siya. So si 10,000 magiging 10,500 na po. That is how compound interest works. Kasi unlike kay simple interest na si principal lang po ang nag-work in order for it to earn money, dito po, maski po si interest natin na 500, kita na rin ng pera. So ibig sabihin, dalawa na silang nag-work. Si 10,000 and si 500 nag-work para kumita ng pera. So that will give us still 5%. So, kapag kinumpute po natin yan using our calculator, 10,500 times 0.05 times 1 kasi compounded annually po. Compounded annually. So, ibig sabihin for 5 years compounded annually. So, still dapat yung T po natin is always 1. So, that will give us 525. So, ibig sabihin po, 10,500 plus 525, that will give us 11,025. Now, si dating 10,500, ngayon po, idadagdag natin si 525. Ito na po yung magiging next natin na principal for the 3rd year. So, for the 3rd year, we have 11,025. That is again 5%. So, computing it, that will give us 551.25 cents. So, ibig sabihin po, 11,025 plus 551.25, that will give us 11,576.25. Ngayon po, si 11,576, ito na po yung bago nating principal. So, kung nakikita nyo, yung mga dating interest niya, nag-earn din ng interest. So, that will give us still 5%. 11,576.25 times 0.05 times 1, that will give us 578.81. Ngayon, ito pong 12,155.06, my dear students, ang magiging bago po nating principal for the 5th year. So, for the 5th year, that is 12,155.06, still 5%, that will give us 607.75. Ngayon po, ito pong 607.75, siya na po ang i-add natin dito sa principal po natin for the 5th year. So, that will give us 12,762.81 pesos. Now, going back to our question, kung kayo po si Juan de la Cruz, aling bangko po yung pipiliin nyo? Is it the Bank A or the Bank B? So if we're going to analyze, Bank A has a return or expected return of 12,500, while si Bank B, ang expected return po natin is 12,762.81. So that's a matter of 200 something, no? So kung ako po si Juan de la Cruz, ang pipiliin ko po is Bank B kasi meron po siyang mas malaking return kaysa kay Bank A. Pwede niyo pong sabihin na, ma'am, 200 pesos is just negligible amount of money. So ibig sabihin, kahit alin naman ma'am dito sa dalawa ang pwede kong pasukin. Actually, you're right, my dear students. But come to think of it, what if you've invested 1 million? Hindi lang siya basta-basta 10,000 na lang. O kung magko-compounding interest po tayo using 1 million, di hamak talaga na mas malaki lagi si bank number B or si Bank B. So kung ako si Juan de la Cruz, ang pipiliin ko po si Bank B considering po the promising returns that the compound interest has. So to sum it up, my dear students, kapag sinabi nating simple interest, si interest lang po ay galing kay principal. Pero kapag sinabi naman po natin compound interest, ito po ang interest sa principal plus yung mga na-accumulate niya pong interest over the period of time. So that's it, my dear students. Thank you for listening. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to message me in my messenger account. Thank you po. That's it for today, my dear students. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye!